everyone. Today I have another Cardfight Vanguard deck profile, and it is this time for Orfist, another deck from Brandgate, and it's probably... I know I said Seraph Snow is probably my second favorite deck in Overdress, but... really, it's kind of a tie between Seraph Snow, this, and Bafsagara. And, well, I do like Clarissa too, but... Anyway, this is the second Brandgate deck that I've got. I've got pretty much all three Brandgate decks. Let's start off with the ride line, of course. Of course, we've got the starter. This time it is Cardinal Fang Fovey, or yeah, probably Fovey. It's pretty interesting looking. As for those of you that know Cardfight Vanguard, this deck's design kind of was inspired by the older Link Joker cards, like the Star Vaders and whatnot. So that's the starter out of the way. Next up is Cardinal Noid Rutus. When it is placed on Vanguard Circle, search your deck for a world card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And then you shuffle your deck. So, what are the world cards? Let's get into those right now. The world cards are a mix of grade 3 and grade 2 order cards. We'll start off with the, we'll do the grade 3 one first. This is Overcoming an Eternity. To play it, you must Soul Blast 2, and then in the Order Zone, if your Order Zone only has world cards, the following effect is activating according to the number of cards in your Order Zone. One card, your world becomes Dark Knight, and then if there are two or more, your world becomes Abyssal Dark Knight, and then for all times it's in the Order Zone, when your Shadow Army token is placed, that unit gets an extra 5k until the end of turn. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Now, what are Shadow Army tokens? This is the other special kind of thing with this deck. So you've got the World Order cards, Dark Knight, Abyssal Dark Knight, all that. And then you have Shadow Army tokens. A lot of different and unique things in this deck. So, we play 5 Shadow Army tokens. These do not go in the main or even the ride deck. They are in their own separate place. These are level 1 tokens, or grade 1 tokens that have boost. And plus, they have 15k power, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, these are token cards that can be activated with various cards, such as Orfist itself, and one of the order cards, and other cards in this deck can produce Shadow Army tokens. These give you the ability to essentially populate your field without having to call cards from hand. Plus, again, with the amount that you have to play an enormous amount, well, not really an enormous amount anymore, but they essentially make up for the fact that you have to run a various amount of orders. So that's, plus you can do various things with Shadow Army tokens. Mainly the thing is to retire them to activate specific effects in the deck, which we will get into. Anyway, that is it for these Shadow Army tokens. We will continue with the order cards, this time with Howling Moonlit Night, which was the original main order for this deck. I play 4 of it. You can play this with 1 Soul Blast, and then when it is played, you draw 1 card, and then has all the various same effects such as activating Dark Knight and Abyssal Dark Knight. These are abilities all World Order cards have. And the final one is Eclipse to Moonlight. You play it with 1 Counterblast. This one's unique ability is it lets you spawn 1 Shadow Army token. This lets you do it a bit earlier than usual, as originally, before this card came out, you could only produce them once you have Orfist on the field. However, now you can get them out a bit earlier than originally intended, thanks to this and other cards in the deck. And that's it for the order cards. We can finally continue on with the rest of the ride deck. We've got the Grade 2, Cardinaloid Cubizia. The ability that's mainly used is when a world is put in your order zone, choose up to one of your units and gets an extra 5k for the turn. Pretty basic, but it's just here for the ride line, plain and simple. And of course, we've got the main unit for this deck itself, Cardinal Deuce Orfist. During your turn, if your world is Dark Knight or Abyssal Dark Knight, this card gets an extra 5k. Nice. And then, when your world is an Abyssal Dark Knight, you can Counterblast 2, call up to 3 Shadow Army tokens to your rear guard. And that's it. Now, at first glance, he doesn't look all that strong. However, the fact that he produces the Shadow Army tokens is what's important. Pretty much, your rear guards make up the main bulk of big effects in this deck. Orfist just enables them in order to activate their effects. Of course, in the main deck, we play 3 more of Orfist. And that's really the only Grade 3 in this deck that we run that is not the other order card. Next up for the Grade 2s, the Grade 2s that are actual units. You've got Cardinal Draco Alvaderd. During your turn, if your world is Dark Knight, this unit gets plus 2k, and if it's Abyssal Dark Knight, you get plus 5k instead. Very nice. And then its other ability, at the end of battle that this unit attacked, you can retire a Shadow Army token to choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it as well. Very nice. Next up, we've got Cardinal Draco Disjared. It has the same first ability as Orfist and Alvaderd. However, its unique ability is that you can retire 3 Shadow Army tokens to restand this unit. Now, this doesn't always go off, but it's nice to have a restander in the deck. Next up, we've got the Grade 1s. This is Cardinal Noid Thumberino. When this unit boosts a Shadow Army token, you may have this unit get plus 15k until the end of turn, and if you do, at the end of that battle, retire all cards in the same column as this unit. So basically, you retire the Shadow Army token in her, and you get to draw a card. Very nice. It clears your board, which is actually not that bad of a thing in Overdress, as there's a lot of column attackers and board nukers now. So, having the ability to get rid of your stuff yourself and get a card in return is very nice. Next up, we've got Detonation Mutant Bulbamine. This is a pretty nice card for all Brandgate decks, as all of them revolve around set orders. And this thing's ability is, if your order zone has a set order after the battle that this unit boosted, you can put this into your soul and countercharge 1. So it gives you a soul and another counterblast in order to use your effects. So it's nice. Next up, we have the final actual Grade 1 of the deck, Cardinal Fang Rayosa. When this unit is placed, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck and search those 3 for a world card among them, and then you put it into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your deck. Simple. And then if your Vanguard is Orfist, you can Soul Blast 1 and retire this guy to spawn a Shadow Army token. Very nice. Of course, we've got the perfect guards. 8 crits. 4 heals, the 3 fronts, and of course, the branch gate over trigger. I hope you enjoyed this deck. It's a very fun one. Well, it's actually a very good one, and I hope it does get a possible grade 4 in the future. Even though it is a main character deck, for some reason he did not get a grade 4 along with the rest of the main characters, which is pretty weird. But who knows, maybe in set 5 or set 6, once those have more stuff revealed, we'll get a grade 4 for Orfist. And who knows what that might have in the future. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And that you had a good day.